Meanwhile, the offense for Auburn at the Alabama 36 to start the fourth quarter. And it's Thorne again. Thorne picked up about 4. Jenny talked with Hugh Freeze during that timeout.
Coach, the Iron Bowl is known to have some crazy endings. How do you finish the fight here?
Well, we got it to the 4th. That was our first goal. And now look at the crowd will be our 12th man here for sure. And I'm proud of our kids. We need to finish this drive and get some points here.
We noticed Hunter's been missing out there. What's his status?
He's banged up a little bit, but I think he'll go if we need him to. But Damari's running strong too.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Damari for a couple more. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, big tackle that time. Jalen Key, he had to make that tackle, but that would have been an easy first down.
And Jarquez Hunter right on cue, according to Coach Freeze. If we need him, I think he's ready to go. Robbie Ashford will take over here.
If I was calling plays here, I'd be thinking I've got 2 chances to make a first down.
And it's Ashford on the end around on the pitch from Hunter. And he didn't get there.
Good defense again. Campbell that time. Inside linebacker ran that play down. Had Campbell. Watch him run this one down.
So
boom.
Hunter in
Nice
the Wildcat
play.
and pitches it to Ashford. So a little different look there, but they didn't get the first. And it's 4th down and 2. Not going for the field goal. Biggest play of the ball game is at hand, and Peyton Thorne's in the shotgun.
Oh, they might have got him. Free play.
It's going to the corner. McKinstry covering, incomplete.
I don't know if they were going to snap the ball. They might have just been trying to draw him off sides and take a timeout.
But the shift by Auburn made them look like it was a false start. So let's straighten it all out here.
Boy, this would be something if they just call this just a play. Alabama jumps. Auburn believes they've got a free play. Did they?
Let's take another look at it. First of all, it's the 2 tight ends that move on the left side right there for Auburn.
Yeah, I thought he snapped it when they were in the neutral zone.
And here's the call.
Offside. Defense.
So Nick is saying 3 people were moving at the same time. Watch it. Motion comes across, then the shift. And when the neutral zone, that's when it's snapped. So who's it on? Is it on the offense or the guys in the neutral zone?
They call it on Alabama, and that's an automatic first down. He just said, you got it wrong.
I think Gene would help us clear that up.
Now we got Robbie Ashford back in at quarterback. We can maybe get to Gene after this play, but it's first down. And Ashford, it's a run all the way to the left side, trying to get wide, and blown up by.
Yeah, the leading tackler, Caleb Downs, the true freshman. Watch him come up, take on the blocker, bounce it out, takes on 2 players, and then makes the tackle.
He came in with 90 tackles on the year. He's obviously going to be a freshman All-American. And what a future he's got in the Alabama secondary. And now back to Peyton Thorne. And Jarquez Hunter, the tailback. And he'll flush out of the backfield. Hunter, that is. Empty set. Peyton Thorne, quarterback draw all the way. And Thorne inside the 20, the 10. First and goal, Auburn.
Everybody knows Alabama loves to run their combos over here. Watch Deontay. He's turning out. He's turning his head away. Everybody splits. They're running their combos. 3-on-2, 4-on-3. A quarterback draw is the perfect call.
And a 22-yard pickup for Peyton Thorne. And now with some key runs as Auburn first and goal. Looking to add to a 1-point lead. From the 8-yard line. driving down to the 5 is Hunter.
And remember, this Auburn defense forced a field goal the last time Alabama was down there. This Alabama defense needs to hold them.
Darquez Hunter on that carry to the 5-yard line where
boy, the three-headed monster, the two tailbacks and the quarterback running the ball, over 249 yards rushing already in this game.
2nd and goal at the 5. Hunter rejoins Thorne in the backfield. Payton's going to throw to the end zone, off Javarius Johnson's hands, incomplete, and Caleb Downs was covering. 3rd and goal.
Alabama, when you're out there playing man-to-man, keep fighting. Stay inside, turn your head. Beautiful coverage.
It seems like Auburn's had this drive going forever. It has. 15th play is coming up.
Yes. Just 3 passes for 9 yards. It's been all run.
There's the ground game for the Tigers, including number 1, Peyton Thorne. And he's under center here on 3rd and goal. Straight run ahead for Jarquez.
Man, what a stop by that Alabama defense. They answered the
ball. Came out at the end. Yep. But he was already down. He got it to the 3.
1-point lead. You got to take the field goal here now. You got to come away with points, just as Hugh told Cheney at the end of the 3rd quarter. We got to have points. You gave it your best shot, but that Alabama defense stood strong.
That'll bring out Alex McPherson, who hasn't missed a field goal this year. They got Roydell Williams in there with Jalen Milroe. And Kendrick Law on a wing to the left. Jalen Milroe pulls it out, looking to throw, and goes down. Gene Asante.
They wanted to get the ball to Kendrick Law, slipping him out into the flat. Watch Law go there, covered, nowhere to go. Tries to fake it, stays with it, and makes the play. We talked to Eugene Asante yesterday. Played at North Carolina, and he said, I just had to try this.
He's done a pretty good job of it.
He really has. Watching these games on TV, said I had to give this a try.
This being the SEC. 2nd down and 10. Blitz off the corner. Milroe gonna air it out. Deep ball, overshot everybody, incomplete. And it was Niblack, the intended receiver.
And Robbie Utes open over the middle of the formation for a short throw, but he wanted to go deep, and this time the safety was in the proper spot. Watch over the middle, number 45, right there. That's a nice little 2nd down play.
Now 3rd down and 10.
Key to the game, Auburn felt when it gets into 3rd and long, can they get off the field? Will they spy Jalen Milroe?
Milroe, far side. Burton, did he catch it? He did. I'm not sure how he got his foot down, but he did. Maybe not.
Uh-oh, we're talking.
We might have one official overrule the other.
It's going to see where his left foot is. That's the one that comes down first.
Nehemiah Pritchett was in the coverage. This one might give us our best angle. Oh, boy.
Wow, his foot went just on the line they're calling it, or did he get it to come backwards on the grass?
I think he's in.
I thought it was a catch, too. Obviously, it's going to be reviewed.
Happened right in front of the head coach.
Called a completion, obviously, on the field because it's 4th down. Alabama has their punt team in, but I think it's got it inside. I don't think his toe's on the white. Do you?
I don't either. Right there, it doesn't. It's still green looking.
The way he was floating, I thought he was going to float out of bounds, but he actually brought it almost backwards.
I thought he was going to float all the way to Hoover, Alabama. That looks like he's in to me. Gene Steratore, what do you think?
You know, I'm with you, Brad. I think there's a slice of green there personally. Now, I understand that after the discussion they ruled incomplete. I truthfully think and feel that there is a slice of green there between that left toe and the out-of-bounds white, fellas.
At that point, it's just amazing that he got his leg back under him. As Gary said, looked like he was going to land a yard out of bounds, but he contorted that left leg and his foot, and the cheerleaders think it's a catch. Nick Saban's just waiting to find out.
Is there something buried weird under the statement of the stadium here? It's like everything happens here. It's on that far sideline when we had the extra 1 second.
I know.
We blew this up once already.
And you can see when his right foot comes down, that's how long a stride he had going.
Yep.
But that one still looks like, as Gene would call it, a slice of green, a hint of mint.
I think there's the replay official wondering if it scraped the edge of the white and then landed in the green.
Stan Murray is our replay official.
He's taking his time.
Well, it's an all-important call.
Well, of course, when you're punting with 9:20 to go,
yeah.
you know.
Everybody's sitting on pins and needles here at Jordan Hare, including us. Jermaine Burton thinks he was in. And finally, we get the call, an all-important one.
After video review, the ruling on the field stands. Incomplete pass.
All right, so we're not right.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
it would be the replay official felt that to him there wasn't enough to overturn. I think if he would have been called by the officials on the field as a completion, he wouldn't overturn that either.
And not only that, one official did call it a catch, and the other one came sprinting down on the sideline. So we had two officials on the field that disagreed, and
so the same officials the Auburn fans were booing now love those guys, right?
Exactly. James Burnip to punt.
Beauty.
Conte Scott backpedals, takes around the 18-yard line, reverses his field, trying to get away, not going to get away from that one as he's bulldogged down. And now we're going to have a few more pushes, shoves, officials in the middle, flags are flying everywhere. Quandarius Robinson is the guy that made the tackle, maybe didn't have to lift the return man up. I don't know what they're going to call here. I'm staying out of this. And another discussion will be going on.
Yeah, the Auburn player late tried to stand up, and there happened to be an Alabama player on his back. That's what the officials saw from afar. The tackle seemed okay. They're fighting, they're both fighting. I felt that was legitimate. But right at the end, when he tries to get up, then he flips him.
There is no foul in the play. The result is first down for Auburn.
I think that's a good no call.
Yeah, away from the play.
Yeah.
Burnip got buried.
Stuff happening everywhere. Oh. Then they start to get together, the officials, and have a huddle and say he was just trying to get up. He didn't know anybody was on him. But away from the play, the hit on the punter, that could have been called. So
it's a blindside hit.
Yes.
And the referee finally got those two separated. Burnip said, how about a flag? So no flags in either after it was picked up. First down from the 22. Jarquez Hunter is the Auburn tailback. And he is the ball carrier. Looking for blocks in front. Got about 4. We're under 9 minutes.
Pressure's on this Alabama defense. They've got to stop the run game. I mean, came in talking about it that Auburn had to run it. They've run it. Over 250 yards.
Auburn had that kind of day against Georgia when they were very much in a ball game that they could have won. Peyton Thorne from the shotgun. Quarterback draw. And he's got another first down. Took a big hit at the sideline. And the Auburn bench looking for a flag there and don't get it.
Yeah, Jalen Key got the hit right at the end, but Peyton Thorne, who was supposed to be the non-athletic passing quarterback, again shows it. The running game, and that sideline for for Auburn says, could that have been targeting on the play?
Jalen Key is the guy.
Yes, you see it. They're trying to say targeting.
Meanwhile, the Auburn offense keeps going, and Thorne the carrier this time. Tim Smith's got him wrapped up maybe a yard, and now every snap now is getting a little bit chippy.
That's how much this game means to everybody. A lot riding on this right now in this fourth quarter.
The previous play we're looking at again, and there's the side of the helmet to the helmet. And Gene, no targeting, right?
No, 100%, Gary. Side of the helmet, not crown of the helmet. And you made a great point, too. Look, this is where the officials need to understand every play, come in quickly, kill the play, a lot of whistles, break players up, and let this game finish as great as it's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Thorne rips it down the middle. And did he tuck it in there? No, incomplete.
Nope.
And that was Fairweather, his favorite receiver, and he took a big shot.
Well, this was good Alabama pass defense this time. Forced the ball inside, and everybody closes on it cleanly. Arnold comes across from one side, Campbell from the other.
And Campbell, the one that got him right in the midsection, and Fairweather still trying to catch his breath. 3rd and 9. Thorne in trouble, and he's going to go down. Alabama got to him. Braswell is there.
Nice stunt this time by this Alabama pass rush. Braswell starts outside. Watch him come around and in. Outside, that's beautiful. That's the way you set up that pass rush for Dallas Turner. And then Braswell and Turner clean it up.
They have done so many times. Meet at the quarterback, 41 and 15. And they did it again. And they force the Oscar Chapman punt. Caleb Downs has to backpedal. Way back at the 15, trying to get away and can't. Nice coverage by Auburn.
Boy, that was a low line drive, but it was deep enough that the coverage was good enough.
So here we go. A little over 6 minutes left. Alabama's got all its timeouts. They got to go to the length of the field.
Much lower, he might not even get the ball back.
3 of his 18 fourth quarter comebacks as a coach have come against Auburn. He's going to need one more to preserve an opportunity to think about college football playoff and all the rest. Little delay by Jace McClellan, then straight ahead. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4.
We talked about it many times. Do you put a spy on Jalen Milroe? He's been hurting you on these 3rd down runs. Do you force him to beat you with his arm?
He looks calm. We'll see if he still is on this 3rd down snap.
Here's the spy.
Milroe can't get away. Throws it out of bounds.
Austin Keys, number 6, was spying. Had the perfect defense on. Here he is right here. Watch him. He plugs in and he looks and he looks and he forces him out. Jalen wanted to go that way. Nowhere to go.
Jalen McLeod got the shoestring tackle as he was going down.
Good defensive call that time by Ron Roberts.
So that means punting time for James Burnett. And Coy Moore this time is back deep. Burnett's kick. Moore camps up. Fell down to the ball. Is out. Picked up.
Can't run it. It'd be a muff.
It's Jahad Campbell who scored on a fumble return the last time we had these guys.
And this is going to be Alabama's ball. A slip. The Auburn player slips on the return.
This is Coy Moore. Even though it's 0, it's not Keontae Smith. And when he hit the turf, the ball came out.
Yep.
Ruled on the field as the punt was first touched by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team. By rule, it's dead when recovered by the kicking team. First down, Alabama at that spot. Hey!
How many things can happen in a football game? How many things can happen on this field?
Crazy.
That's the look right there.
Remember 2 years ago, Alabama had to come back. Their offense was sputtering. Bryce Young was being harassed all day long by the Tiger defense. And then he put together one more magical drive.
12 plays, 97 yards. He had been sacked 7 times prior to that drive.
And it ended up going 4 overtimes for an Alabama win. Now they've got 4:48. Good field position. Jalen Milroe. There's some grass in front of him. Milroe this time will keep it. Looking for a block. And steps out of bounds even without the block for the first down.
Watch Kendrick Law on the right side of the screen. He was afraid he'd get a blindside block, so he doesn't throw it this time. Good, smart play.
Larry Nixon was the guy that ran Milroe out of bounds, but not before he got 10. In the red zone. Chase McClellan back in at tailback. He gets the carry, and he's going down for a loss on the plates. Jalen McLeod again.
Jalen McLeod, outside linebacker, kind of a nickel-back type player. Just times it out perfectly.
Transferred from Appalachian State to the SEC. And has had a really, really fine season. Roydell Williams comes in. McClellan goes out.
Or do you find Burton, Jermaine Burton? He's right here.
Milroe on 2nd and 11. In trouble. And down he goes. And it's Marcus Harris.
Senior day, the senior makes a big play. The transfer from Kansas. He went there because Les Miles said he was going to turn the program around. But he ended up back home, and he makes a huge play.
His 7th sack of the year, but none bigger than that one. Loss of 9. 3rd and 20. Milroe again in trouble. Dances away, trying to turn on the Jets. He does, and hit right at the first down marker.
It's going to be 4th and just under a yard.
And Nehemiah Pritchett maybe got the worst of that one.
This time, well, there was a spy. He went the other way. Ran away from it. This time, Austin Keys could not get there, even though they had the same defense on.
Now, the point is, where did they mark him down?
Just
a foot shy, maybe? Or maybe a yard. Milroe trying to be heard with his front wall. And they're going to toss it to Williams. Roydell Williams has got a first down.
Very clever play by Alabama. Well thought out, obviously practiced. They kind of lulled Auburn into thinking that they might call timeout or try to draw them off sides, and then they run the play.
And executed well. When you think that toss pitch has got to be perfect, you know, and it was.
Well, but I mean, that had a long huddle. They thought it over. They took their time. They had everybody on Auburn in their stance for 20 seconds, and then they run it.
Jalen McLeod is the guy that's shaken up for Auburn. We'll be right back.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
It is for our Economy Ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, cash or card.
For water? Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro. Check it out, made with titanium.
We do have free movies with the purchase of headphones.
I'll just use my iPhone.
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular plan. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
I'm so glad you're my personal shopper.
I'm your bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Day and night, right?
I actually only work the day shift.
Well, then why am I talking to at 3 a.m.?
I think you're confusing me with your Discover card again.
I am?
Yeah, it's their 24/7 customer service. They also protect you from fraud on unauthorized purchases.
Oh, really?
24/7 customer service.
What do you protect me from?
Mostly yourself.
And $0 fraud liability.
Oh.
Who wants to hear some fantastic news?
You have less than 2 minutes to tell us everything.
A new season of So Help Me Todd is on the way in 2024 on CBS.
Alabama first and goal just outside the Auburn 7-yard line. They need a touchdown to take the lead. Roydell Williams in the backfield with Jalen Milroe. He's the one that got him the first down outside the 7. They'll try it again, and this time back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky.
No, I'm surprised that Hugh Freeze used his timeout with no gain. Now, I thought if they gained 4 or 5 yards, he would almost thinking they're going to score. But with that stop right there, I think I would have waited one more play.
So 1:43 remaining as we take a look at our Ford game changer today. And a guy that had not carried the ball all year, Javarius Johnson on an end around, gave Auburn the lead, and then a 33-yard strike here. And finally, Peyton Thorne to wide open Javarius Johnson for the touchdown.
He just kept getting more and more open.
Yeah, that's true. So Auburn's down to 1 timeout. First time in a long time an Auburn players had a rushing and receiving touchdown in the Iron Bowl. Back to the live action. 2nd and goal, Alabama.
Good news for Auburn. McLeod is back in the football game.
Jermaine Burton in motion. And a bad snap, or Milroe wasn't ready for it. He goes way down at the 26-yard line.
A problem that's been there all year for this Alabama team.
A loss of 18.
Yeah, he was not expected it, and it was not accurate. A double whammy on the play. Look at this. No one else moves. Ball was low and away, and you're right. Milroe was not as expecting. He was still looking.
And then he slips. Trying to pick it up. 3rd down and goal, but it's nowhere near the goal right now. We're down to a minute from the 26. Just a 3-man rush for Auburn. Milroe dancing around, pointing to his receivers. Now he's got to run unless he backpedals behind the line. He might have gotten there, and the throw is broken up. Incomplete.
I think he went across the line and came back, and it's going to be a penalty. And he was across the line. Loss of down. Alabama has all 3 timeouts. They could kick a field goal here.
The referee coming over to explain things to Nick Saban.
Either way, it's 4th down.
The quarterback went beyond the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass. Offense number 4. The play was 5 yards from the previous spot with the loss of down. Alabama has elected to use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. 4th down.
Well, Alabama took a timeout because they didn't want a 10-second runoff after the penalty.
It got down after they made the first down, and it was a series of mistakes for the Alabama offense.
As Gary said, they could choose a field goal and then try an onside kick. Otherwise, it's 4th and goal from the 31-yard line. Coming up on the U.S. Army postgame show, Adam, Rick, and BJ will try to straighten this thing out and all the other highlights from today and the impact on the college football playoff. That's all coming up on the U.S. Army postgame show. And obviously this game has a gigantic impact on the college football playoff, because if Alabama doesn't win, they'd have 2 losses. And even if they beat Georgia next week, their chances of a playoff are very slim.
Well, Amari Niblack, number 84, the tight end, is the tallest receiver for a jump ball type play.
So 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right.
Last time they only rushed 3 players, and Jalen Milroe had all day.
Now Auburn takes the timeout. Hugh Freeze wanted to see what kind of lineup was going to be out there offensively for Alabama. And so we'd have another short timeout right here.
Huge consequences for Alabama to lose this game.
They've won 3 straight. Auburn has lost 10 straight against ranked teams. And as I just mentioned, there's never been a 2-loss team to make the playoff. So regardless of what happens next Saturday in Atlanta between Alabama and Georgia, if they don't win this, it's going to feel like the lost season for Tide fans, whether you're 10-2 or 11-2, if you don't make the Final Four. Here we go. 4th and goal.
Might only be a 2-man rush this time.
That's all it is. But there's a lot of airspace to cover for Milroe. Still looking. Firing. Near corner. It's caught! Touchdown, Alabama! Isaiah Bond! On a 4th and a mile! "31 yards, touchdown, Tide."
We always keep thinking we've seen it all, and we never have we?
Bond, Isaiah Bond. Unbelievable.
Clearly had it. One-on-one to the outside. DJ James is there. Yes, a little shove, but in that situation on 4th down, they're going to let him hand fight in the end zone.
Total shock on the fans' faces at Jordan-Hare. And Alabama with a point after coming up. Auburn's out of timeouts. They would be down a field goal. So it's not over yet.
I mean, they took a timeout. They had the defense they wanted out there, but to allow the quarterback to just stand there for 10 seconds, you got to wonder sometimes, right?
Extra point by Will Reichard. Up and good.
DJ James had a 20-yard cushion on the play, and he got beat deep. He lines up. There's the cushion. There's another guy back here, and he's still completed.